Hello and welcome. This is Melsgunner, and we're back with some more Battle Brothers. And we did manage to destroy the goblin camp, but unfortunately we lost yet another man. It seems like every time I fight goblins, I lose at least one person. And unfortunately, Burkhart went down. And he was an experienced man, and losing experienced men at this stage of the game is, in my opinion, pretty devastating. I mean, I don't know exactly what level he was at. I don't even know if it even lets me know. Let's find out. So, Burkhart was with us 53 days, the longest of any man that died. And again, yeah, it doesn't give me a summary of what level he was at, but kind of a bummer. In any case, we need to get going. We need to clean up some of the events of that fight. So, first thing I'm going to do is try and do the level up here. We have a lot of injuries, of course. As a matter of fact, let's see. We've got pierced leg muscles. We've got a pierced hand. We've got a pierced side. And we have a cut arm sinew. Some of which are things that take a really long time to heal as well. So we're probably going to be out of commission for a number of days. All right. Let's focus up on this level up. So we're at level 8. I think this is the first character to get that level. Okay, so I definitely want this. I think I also want the resolve just because of the nature of the banner that he carries. And then outside of that, I think we go with some range defense. Even though I didn't roll very well there, we've been getting picked apart in the back line lately. And anything we can do to help that, I think, is a good idea. So let's go ahead with that. And then finally, we have the last level of perks. So let's see. 50% damage reduction and immunity to being stunned, knocked, or grabbed. So that's not really important for a frontliner. I mean, a backliner. Killing Frenzy, go into a Killing Frenzy. A kill increases all damage by 25% for 2 turns. Does not stack, but another kill will reset the timer. Well, that could be good. Duelist, become one with your weapon. Okay, so that's not going to apply. Fearsome. Any attack that inflicts at least 1 point of damage, 2 hit points, triggers a morale check for opponents, as opposed to only if at or above 15 points of damage. I think either Fearsome or Killing Frenzy would be a good call. We already have the Berserk, and our backline are our main killers. They're the ones that are doing a lot of damage for us. So if we hit somebody, kill them, we get Berserk and a damage bonus, which allows us to get more Berserk stuff because we have that for 2 turns. So we get 25% damage, get another kill, get Berserk, get another kill, get Berserk. So I think Killing Frenzy is actually a good call, even though Fearsome can help us a lot here too because of the morale checks, and I think morale checks are very valuable. But this will not work against enemies that don't have morale. Now, it'll work against Greenskins, our main opponent, but I think the damage is good, so I will take it. Alright. So that's our only level up. Let's go ahead and get to a town. I am going to go to Adlerwacht. Now, we have gone down to neutral at this town, so they don't like us as much as they used to. But I think it's important because we need to pick up dogs. We lost dogs. Might have lost all of our dogs. I'm not actually sure. We're going to try and avoid fights at this stage, as I have taken a lot of damage and I cannot afford it. I was tempted to fight these guys if we got an opportunity. I do not want to fight the Noxahares, especially as there's 11 of them. And they are equal in number to me. We also have some footsteps here that are off the beaten path. Not excited about that if they're brigands. It's possible that they engaged in Noble House troops, so that's fine, I hope. Now, we are in the endgame stages, so there should be invading goblins, greenskins, what have you. I don't know if we'll know where that's happening. I mean, for instance, we're aware of something going on over here, but I almost wonder if that's that's been there. So I'm not exactly sure if we'll know what's going on in the world outside of maybe just towns will start burning and that will be our only indicator. I really hope that doesn't happen because that seems a little unfair, but hey, this game is pretty much a simulator of unfairness. Okay. So the only thing I'm really interested in here, outside of the trade that we could possibly do, I'm not interested in these, as they're not as good as the bows that I think I currently am using, so we'll just go ahead and get rid of them. Matter of fact, most of the goblin weapons I think are going to go bye-bye. I'm not really interested in keeping that shield, as we have backup shields. We're not going to get rid of the armor or the axe or the dagger, as those were the items of the dead man, and we also have a bandage in reserve as well. Let's go ahead and just shuffle that back in. All right. I don't think there's anything I really want to buy here. We're okay on food. Let's leave. I will take a look at men that are recruitable. We're only probably going to want to pick up somebody that is already skilled and possibly a higher level so that we can kickstart them in that direction. I have no idea why this guy is worth as much as he is. Probably the equipment that he carries, although it would be stuff that I would sell, so possibly a waste. Anyway, then it's been in the militia. We'll have received at least some basic training in matters of combat. I think we get somebody better than that. Again, preferably somebody that's higher level. But more than likely, we're going to spend every cent that we got in that mission to buy another man. And I'm not excited about that at all. It's going to set us back quite a bit. And this is kind of the frustration point of this game, where you don't feel like you're going forward, you just feel like you're moving back. I guess I could sell the signet ring. I didn't really think about that. So we'll get a couple hundred from that. It is worth 245, so we could hold on to it until we get a better price. I think that's a good idea. All right. Kennel. So we're not getting particularly good prices. I don't know how many we need. Let's check. So 1 down. We have 1 in reserve. So we lost 3 dogs. All 3 that we deployed. We didn't deploy 1. That's the only one that survived. And as I said, I almost feel like I'm wasting my gold with that kind of stuff. I mean, I feel like there's times where it saved my butt, but I feel like with the dogs, they're mostly just a distraction. They're not really doing much in the way of damage ever, which I find incredibly frustrating. I feel like these should do more damage, have a higher chance of doing damage. Maybe, I don't know. They should do something. Like, maybe even like some kind of move where they grab a hold on somebody's arm so that they're not able to really fight very well. Like, they give a penalty. Like, beyond actually being just a literal distraction in the fact that the AI behaves that way, as in they'll attack them first, I think they should be... Maybe they give an overwhelm penalty, just like the perk does. That would be nice, so that you feel like you're getting something for that 300 gold outside of just a little bit of a distraction. Okay, the peasants are kind of back and forthing, so I wonder a little bit there what's going on. We will stop in Turnveste in case there is men to hire, although, I mean, I don't even have the gold to probably hire the man, so I'm probably going to have to get my pay for this mission and then come back, so that's disappointing as well. On the upside, I can go to Weissenhaus and... No, I'm not going to wait around until day, but I can go to Weissenhaus, get our pay, get some of these injuries taken care of. But I feel like I worked a tremendously long time to get that 1 piece of armor that I'm looking for, and I need 2 more pieces. And in the end, I'm going to end up treading water for what money I'm getting here to try and get back to where more or less I was. Okay. So they no longer have marauding greenskins. When you return to Count Bjarni von Thura, he's got a woman over his leg. In fact, she's bent over and has hands in the air. They both stare at you, pausing. Then she quickly scurries under his table and he straightens up. Sellsword, it's good to see you. I take it you were successful destroying those greenskins, yes? Poor lady bumps her head underneath the desk, but you try to pay it no mind as you inform the man of the expedition's success. He claps his hands, looks to stand, then thinks better of it. If you would, your payment of 1490 crowns is on the bookshelf behind me. He smiles awkwardly as you retrieve it. All right. So, let's take a look at what we have. Hireable men. Unsurprising, not really anything I'm interested in. Let's go to the temple. Let's try and get some of these injuries taken care of. First, the sinews, because that takes a long time to heal naturally. I think I'm going to let the pierced side go and possibly the pierced hand, but the pierced leg muscle has to be treated. Okay. Let's do a little bit of business here. We are getting a better price for the ring, so I will sell that here. Okay. Now, I could take someone that's a level 1, but we have to keep in mind that the danger level of things is going up and up and up. And also, the gear level is going up and up and up. To get a brand new first level person, they would barely be able to move with the amount of gear that they were going to end up having to give them to make them a functional member of the team. Speaking of gear, that helmet that I have... I should probably tell them to repair this item. But that helmet that I have, I think, should go to somebody. The problem is, I don't think... Oh, that's about the same as this, so that would actually give him more fatigue to work with. That's good. Alright. Let's go on the road. We did have a Noble House mission at Termveste, but it's also a big town, so I'm hoping there will be people to hire. So we're looking at about a little under 3,000 gold. But as I said, I'm probably going to spend a good deal of that just to hire a man, so that we can continue. Okay, let's look at men to hire. Okay, well, unfortunately, the only leveled up guy is level 4, and he costs almost over 5,000. He is a sellsword, though, so he would be used to it, the life, but I don't have that kind of money. And he would still be way under level compared to the rest of the party. So I almost out of desperation, I'm going to take somebody that would not be ideal, just so that we have a body. Apprentice could be ideal just because he'll level up fast. We could take Edgel the Learner, so he not only is an apprentice, but he's also a learner. Perhaps that's a good bonus. Yeah, let's go with that. He doesn't start with good gear, and I don't know how good he's going to be at fighting, but let's go. So he's a rational, so he either has 10, plus 10, or minus 10 morale. He's also quick, though. He's got plus 10 initiative, so that's good. And then he's going to have the experience gain. Go ahead and put him in his proper spot. Attack skills, actually not too bad. Defense skills, pretty poor, but he does have stars in it, so he should be able to gain it. And fatigue, he does have 3 stars, so we should be able to get him ready for the fighting pretty quickly. All right, well, let's slap a helmet on him. Let's slap some armor on him and give him a shield. He's actually not going to be too bad off. I mean, all things considered, he's probably going to have more fatigue than that guy. Let's go ahead and give him one of our hand axes, as that's kind of our standard lower level guy equipment. And he is at 56 for his fatigue. I don't think the leather lamellar is going to make too much of a difference in this situation if we were to switch it. Because it's only going to be a difference of 2. So we're just going to have to deal with the fact that he doesn't have great fatigue. We could swap this guy's helmet and give him this to give him at least a little bit of fatigue. And then we just wait for his level up and hope he can get his fatigue going. I mean, he is level 1. He's going to have experience bonuses. So hopefully we can get him leveled up really quickly. All right, well, we've got our man. Let's get going on the road. We still have injuries, but hopefully they will recover relatively soon. Okay. So the main thing we're going to do here is, I mean, we do have a contract. The only reason I wouldn't take it is at this point, the relationship we're going for is House Harkonnen and House Thura. We're nowhere near Krieger. And if we have that thing where relationships drop off after time, we don't want to sit around and let that happen. So I think we go down to Hohenau and we see if we can find any jobs there that are faction related. If not, we can always come back up to Turnfest or whatever. As a matter of fact, I think I want to go and stop at Weisenhaus just to see if we can get some food, as food is a little low and we only got a couple days worth. In this traveling time, I think, well, hopefully, will bide us time to heal the wounds. We do have a 3 skull affair. I don't know if we're ready for that. I'll have to think about it. We do have some bread here that we can get. Go ahead and buy both loaves. Sort that on up. Oh, there's some equipment that I forgot to give this guy too. He does need a dagger. We should have. He also needs the bandage. There we go. Oh, I gave him the dagger. I didn't mean to do that. That's what I meant to do. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if we're ready for a 3 skull affair. I'm gonna go down to House Harkonnen and Hohenau, and we'll see if we can find something a little bit better there. We can't. And I'll go back up to Weisenhaus. We'll take the 3 skull affair, even though it does concern me greatly. Because we just got our asses kicked by a 2 skull affair. Okay, we do have a mission. I suggest we take it and not really worry about the town. 2 skull. Alright. Count Roderick von Harkon's slouch posture and occasional groan tells a lot about how his day is going. He massages his temples before addressing you in a shaky voice. A greenskin horde is terrorizing and plundering the region around Dornthal. They spare no one or thing. Too many of my men are wandering the land. You are the people's last hope to stop these brutes. If they are allowed to go where they please, we may never find the time to rebuild. Slowly closes his eyes and sighs before continuing. They're greenskins. They leave tracks everywhere they go. Shouldn't be hard to find, right? Kill them. Kill them all and avenge the good people of Dornthal. Alright. We'll hunt them down if the pay is right. We're looking at 1740. I want to be paid more. He says no. Alright, I accept it. Alright, here we go. Take a look at our man. So we do have 3 wounds. This one I really want to go away before we get involved in this conflict. Alright. Let's get headed out. We'll go straight for Dornthal. Now, I hope these are orcs. I really do, because orcs so far have been a little bit easier to deal with. Now, they might get more difficult as we go. I have a feeling that we haven't actually even seen how difficult greenskins can get. Because there are leaders of brigands, which we have encountered. We may very well see leaders of goblins and orcs. So if that's the case, then... Oh, hello. We got a fight. It's midday has passed, so looks like what injuries we have were not cleared up. Okay, the brigands were already taken care of, perhaps. Now, if we're lucky, we might be able to draw this Hohenau company into the fight. And that would actually make my life a lot easier. I see their tracks. And then they go that way. Do we want to even stop at Dornthal? I don't think that there's a point. The little farmstead didn't stand a chance. You find farmhands slain, left and right. Pitchfork weaponry still grasped. One of the prongs has blood on it. Definitely not human. You follow the trail, knowing that you'll soon be upon the perpetrators of this here crime. Yeah, I'm hoping we'll draw the Hohenau company into this, but if these guys go too off into the wilderness, I'm not sure. Which so far they have been doing. Okay, there are orcs. And I actually don't want to fight them in the night. Because that would give them an advantage. Let's see if we can get them over to the Hohenau guys. Because these guys are chasing us. Ah, we lost sight of them though. I don't really want to fight them at night. But if we can continue to get them to chase us, we might be able to get them involved. Tendrils of smoke curl and slip out of the ruins of the farmstead. Body is what used to be... is at what used to be the front door, half of it missing. The half you are left with carries a horrified face, a burnt arm reaching out to something or someone. That is no longer there. I think we've read this description before. Are you still there? Okay. Should be able to draw these guys. No, it's just going to be us. That sucks. Alright, well, 2 arms. It is in the middle of the night. Oh, no, we did draw them. Okay, good. Alright. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in the video here. And we'll pick this up in the next video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.